Before buying this costume, I was a bit hesitant, so I really wanted to cosplay Misa from Death Note, but I didn't actually like this material here that's like this shiny latexy material. I didn't quite think out how I was gonna have to steam it and take care of it and things like that. So it made me a bit hesitant and nervous to buy this costume. But it's actually been pretty good to me so far, so I'll tell you guys about it. So first of all, I actually like that they use this material because it doesn't get like that weird cosplay sent to it too fast, and it's easy to clean. You just use Bull Wash to clean it, and that keeps it pretty simple. And also the netting underneath is very soft. A lot of nettings in cosplays that I've purchased have been really rough and irritating to my skin, but this netting is actually pretty soft. And then there's another material underneath, so you don't have to really wear a petticoat with it or anything because it adds a lot of floof to the dress naturally, which I really, really like. And then also there's a built-in corset type thing, and I like it too because it's not like a full corset that you have to put on. In the past I'd planned to put on a full black corset with my Misa cosplay, but I ended up not having to, which was really convenient. And also it does tighten the costume, so quite a bit if you want it to, actually. I'm not going to do it because it's on my dress stand right now, and if you didn't notice when I was going around with the camera, my dress stand does not fit the cosplay. I was trying to figure out which which area was too wide for it. So I'm smaller than my dress stand in pretty much only the chest area. Besides that, it's all to my measurements. It's just I am very flat. My dress stand is not very flat. So I guess this is something you should watch out for if you're a cosplayer with a bit more bust, is this also is very thick built-in padding. Like, I would say the padding is like, there's at least gotta be a centimeter of padding in there, and in the middle it gets really thick. So it's really great if you're flat-chested and more on the slim side, but it does make things a little difficult, I think, if you are bigger chested, because it's not like in a push-up type way either. I don't really know how that works, but it does make it really hard to zip up for me on the dress stand, but it's very easy to zip up on myself. So I guess that's something to be aware of if that's how you were built. And then something else that I do like is that it comes with detachable straps. So I believe it actually came with black straps, but I couldn't find them, so I put the clear ones on to show you how that works. Next up is the actual, like, so I've told you guys it's comfortable too in the skirt area. It didn't feel too tight or anything on me. Like, it's not like the type of material that you can't breathe in. Like, there's some stretch to it, so you don't have to worry about feeling like, you know, if you eat something it's gonna be uncomfortable or anything. And the other thing I have, which I think is just a cosplay issue in general, is the zipper feels really weak. So if you do have issues zipping it up, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult than something with a nicer zipper, because it has the really skinny little type of zipper. I'll actually take this off the dress stand. So the zipper is focused. All right, it's like that. It's like a little tiny one. So that might bother you. I also really like that there's like multiple layers, so it's not like this is your only layer. And it holds up too, it's durable, so you don't have to worry about it staining or anything. So then on to the other pieces. I was actually pretty disappointed in this. So I do like that it's with the same material as the dress, so there's consistency, but I really hate how it's Velcro. It just looks really, really cheap to me. I think they could have done, so I think usually the chokers I wear, like for my Sailor Venus cosplay, have a clasp or something. And I know for the one that they gave me with the Sailor Venus one, like it had a Velcro too, and it gets the job done. But if Misa were a short-haired character, this might be a bit of a problem because you really don't want to see this in back. It's not very realistic because it's like less than costume jewelry, because even with costume jewelry, you're still gonna have like a clasp or something that looks jewelry-ish in the back. And this just makes it very costumey. But that's a very small critique. It's still well made and it works, and it's not very itchy either, which is good. The cosplay did also come with a garter belt, and although I did like it, it was very slim, and it felt difficult to get on and off, so I just bought one that I felt was a bit more fitting. And honestly, if you're a cosplayer, you probably have a black and white one for depending on which character stockings you have to wear. I had both a black and white one already because like I have other cosplays that require them, so it wasn't too much of an issue. But that definitely was a piece that I really wasn't happy with, so I can't even find it. I haven't used it in forever. But the tights actually are excellent. I'll use my arm. They're like that. They're lace. And that worked really well. They stretch a lot, so it's not like those aren't gonna fit. I think I ordered a small too. So in comparison, and I'm 5'5" and like 118 pounds. So if you need to compare something to that, feel free. So then I have these arm pieces. I'm always forgetting which way they're worn, but I like this too because this is very accurate and it matches the print on the tights. So it once again keeps consistency with the cosplay. So you have the same material everywhere, which is once again something that I really like. So yeah, I figured before Halloween I would do a review of the Misa cosplay because I mean, like I think a lot of people might cosplay her before Halloween or consider it because that's when I got my Misa cosplay. Last year actually. I've worn it a few times since then, and compared to a lot of cosplays that I've worn a few times, there has been nothing that's fallen apart on it. It is sturdy, it has lasted me a year now, and I'd say per character I have right now, I wear 2 to 3 times in a year. So she's held up really well. I didn't get the wig from Miccostumes, but I can link the wig that I use from Amazon. I actually just cut it in the way that hers needs to be cut, and I did her hairstyle and called it at that. But it was a good cosplay, and I definitely suggest it, especially if you're looking for some darker characters for Halloween. Yeah, so I will see you guys next week. Have a nice rest of your week.